All right, so we are back, and the second half of the show is when we have the most fun. So we get to we picked your brains. We talked about what makes y'all tick and all of that. And I always tell every guest that agrees to be on the show, check out an episode. You can always tell who hasn't and who has, based on the second half of the show, which is when we had some fun. So now is the having fun with Eve's Road portion of the show. So basically what this is going to be several segments where you guys, we're going to learn a lot more about you based off of your answers. The first segment is called Mount Rushmore. And so this is, like Mount Rushmore, there's 4 people on there. And so you're going to choose 4 people who are the most influential artists to you.
Oh, that's tough, man. Okay. We can do it. Are we doing that right now?
Yes,
okay.
Right now.
Oh my God.
Individually, you don't have to have 4 between you. So 4 for you, 4 for you.
Okay. All right.
You ready first? No?
Okay. This is hard. Decisions are hard.
It's like everybody, you know what I mean? So it's
So you're going to get 4, and there's no honorable mentions either.
Okay, I got you. I feel it. Let's see. So, and it's got to be like band artists, because I can't specify one single person in some of these cases, but definitely Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Because that was the first.
So the Beatles, for example, would be one artist.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So, Michael Jackson was my early childhood, and I was crazy, like nuts about it. All the posters on the wall. I had a glove,
Mm-hmm.
and it got me so into music, and the way he was so rhythmic and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. And then Pink Floyd. Experimentation, songwriting like that. It's just
that doesn't surprise me at all coming from you.
I think it's tricky. But Radiohead, same reason. It just ever since I got the bins and I was like, oh, these guys are good, because the first album wasn't great, and but then everything after that was mind blowing consistently for decades.
Yeah,
they never give up. They never
just want to get hard or more.
Yeah. And then, this stinks. Nina Simone.
Ooh.
Because I don't know how the language works in here, but badass, she's the most badass person that ever lived.
Nice.
Unequivocally, she, when you see her play Mississippi GD in front of all those white people in the 60s, you're like, okay, that's
I love that answer.
Yeah.
All right, Charla. You got to go second.
This is going to be tough. So Pink Floyd is top of my list as well.
Okay.
They are probably my favorite. When people say, who's your favorite band? If you're talking about multiple people, Pink Floyd. I remember somebody actually told me once that they were like, you play keyboards like Rick Wright. And that was the biggest compliment to me. And I don't think they intended it that way.
Yeah.
But it was totally the biggest compliment to me. I just really, loved their... just everything about Pink Floyd, like Dave Gilmour's guitar effects, and I can't play guitar, but I will sing you any Pink Floyd guitar solo,
right.
Note for note, anytime, any day. I actually am going to have to say Tori Amos. Love Tori. I wanted to be the next Tori Amos as a pianist. I would go unlock the church that we went to and use their grand piano to sit there with my Tori Amos sheet music book, and I just, her left hand, it's there's more talent in her left pinky, than I've got in my entire body, just the way that she can play anything, anytime. Love her. Joanna Newsom, she is a harpist, and that is the reason that I play the harp. I heard her probably, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. And I was like, that's interesting. I wonder how hard that is, and what's that all about? And so I started researching the harp, and then I saw her in concert, and just I was like, oh no, I've got to do this. And I lived in Phoenix at the time. I found a teacher, I bought a harp, and I put my hands on one and was like, this is it. This is my thing.
That's called a deep dive.
I was made to do this, but I love her. She just was doing, these crazy polyrhythms, on a harp, and just all these different things. And then let's see. Who I'm going to say from I'm going to have to go with Lana Del Rey. I love Lana Del Rey. I love her so much. Just everything about her. I just really love her, old time, bar singer, cabaret singer, vibe. Her songwriting is just so, I love it.
Organic.
It is.
Yeah.
And I just, even, her Lizzie Grant, like from before she was Lana Del Rey,
Mhm.
like love it. And like even then, I was like, oh, she is just like, a presence. So
She gets a lot of hate, but she shouldn't.
she does, and I don't think she should. And then,
Just look at the music. I don't care about
Yeah.
that.
Same.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous to look at anything else, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that was Mount Rushmore, and all right, so next segment is called What the Heck.
Okay.
And so basically with What the Heck, you guys have to turn off your filters. So I'm going to ask the question, and then you guys have to answer. You can't change your answer from the time it reaches your brain to your mouth.
Okay.
All right, no filters.
Okay.
All right? And usually I do 5, just depends on how it's going.
Getting serious.
All right, so first one, pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
I mean, if that's what you're into, but
I'm asking you if you're
I
into
mean,
that.
I can do it, but I don't prefer it. I
Right.
guess.
I'm not
I'm
gonna
like
order
into
it, but I'm okay with it.
My son loves it, so whatever.
All right. So over or under on the toilet paper roll?
Over.
Over.
Just makes sense. Logically. Yeah.
It seems, all right, so what do you think cats dream about?
Always a battle. Always some big adventure. It's always something grandiose.
Murder.
Yeah.
I think that's probably more accurate.
We are both huge cat people. So.
I got a lot of cats.
If you were a crayon, what color would you be and why?
Black. I mean, that sounds like that's stupid, but I just always wear black. I just want to be neutral. I don't like when I wear colors. I'm like, oh, dumb. So I don't know. It's just the way I think, I guess.
Okay.
Not in any dark gothic way, but I mean,
I'm definitely more of a goth person in my, I have more black clothes than anything else. But if I was a crayon, I would be yellow. I am kind of a synesthetic person where, words have colors, and I feel like my name is kind of like yellow. So I would be yellow.
I love it. All right, have you ever used the flashlight on your phone to search for the phone that you lost?
no, I'm pretty dumb, but I haven't done that yet.
No.
I mean, I've done all of the other embarrassing stuff.
All of the other
So
stuff.
if you had actually done that, though, do you think you would admit to doing that, especially when you're on a show?
I'm 46 years old. I don't care.
We are not embarrassed.
All right, last one. This is number 6. I know we normally do 5, but I think this will be cool from them. You can go back in history and witness one event from all of world history. What would it be?
Okay, I just answered this for one of my classes I'm taking. I would go back to 1824 in Vienna, and I would watch the premiere of Beethoven's Second Symphony.
Okay.
No, Ninth Symphony. I'm sorry, the Ninth then. And just see how the people reacted and to be there to experience.
You want to see if there was like a WWE pop?
Yeah, because he was like, that was innovative. That Ninth Symphony was amazing especially for then. That hadn't been done before or whatever. I was like,
I'm a little bit upset that you don't know the exact date.
no, it's just 1824. That's all I got. But it's because I just had to look it up. Otherwise, I would not have known. Yeah.
I think probably in the same vein, and I could not tell you at all what time this would be, but when Tchaikovsky, when he debuted the Nutcracker, and I think it was Ravel who played harp for him. I think it was, but that harpist basically told him, you don't know how to write, music for the harp because we don't use 10 fingers, we only use 8. And so people like to think it's a piano.
Yeah.
And so I would love to go back and see the debut of that with that amazing, insanely great harpist, playing that little Nutcracker cadenza and see how they did it back then, because now we don't ever play it like that these days.
I love that both of your answers were musical based and both classically.
Classical.
Yeah. That's great stuff. All right, so that was What the Heck. You guys can see why we call it What the Heck.
That's fine.
All right, next segment is called One Artist. So you guys will both get to choose one. And basically the genesis for this is you get to choose one artist you wish the whole world knew about. It can't be yourself, though. Criminally underrated or criminally heralded.
Jason will do much better at this than me.
Youth Lagoon is this got to be trouble. I don't know much about it, but he writes these little private songs about his life and records them, and it's very strange sounding, whatever. And I've known of him for years and years, and he just kind of gets a little pop here and there. But I think he's just as good as any of these other guys. Like, he's fantastic, he's amazing. But he just never really, he kind of fades away. I think he might have trouble too. Like, he had a troubling childhood. But I love him. Youth Lagoon, yeah. I don't even remember his real name. I mean, honestly, I guess I forgot about it too. But just phenomenal guy, yeah.
Charla?
I think I'm actually going to go with someone that Jason turned me on to, Halfwave.
Oh, yeah, she's great.
Halfwave is awesome. It's one woman, and she does a lot of, what would you say, like synths and.
Yeah, she's also, they're very personal stories, like motherhood and love and all that stuff, and with a kind of a eerier, more modernized twist than a regular folk song. But yeah, she's
very haunting.
She's great.
Just incredible melodies and vocal harmonies, and her voice is just.
So I added that segment for very selfish reasons, just because I love to learn new music.
New music, yes.
It's like Christmas morning. Right? All right, next segment is called Wish List. So this is always interesting, coming from the mind of artists, because everybody's definition of success is different, right? Success can be just reaching one person. Success can be a Grammy Award, right? It could be anywhere between those two things, or even higher than a Grammy Award, really. So the wish list is a place you'd like to play, a venue you've never been to you'd like to play, or a songwriter you'd like to co-write with, or somebody you'd like to open for. What's on the wish list for each of you for Eves Road?
I'm so old and simple that I'm cool with what we're doing now, but having done what we've done, which, I was a kind of a shut-in, and she convinced me to play live, and now that I've done that, I'm like, oh, I dig it, it's fun. And so having done that now, I know that it's not something we're going to do, but in a fantasy type way, to actually know what it feels like to play what we play at like Carnegie Hall, something like that. Okay. We won't, but I mean, it's like, I'm saying that would be awesome, to experience that, having played live. But,
I think I'm kind of the same. Like, I would love to play just play my songs, our songs, in like a massive venue, open for Lana Del Rey, open for Billie Eilish, open for, anybody, a big name act, but get to open for somebody, so get to perform with that artist, that would be a great experience. But to play at a really big venue would be really cool. So.
Nice. So that's a new segment I added, and I love the answers. It's so cool to hear what everybody's kind of goals are, right? Like, because we all have them. Mm-hmm. Like, we all have ambition. You mentioned that earlier. That's your ambition manifesting itself. Yeah, we all have that. I love that. So last segment is called "Who Do You Think You Are?" And it's very simple, but probably the hardest thing you guys will answer today. Who is Eves Road?
Yeah, that was tough.
Two weirdos.
Two weirdos who've been friends forever, just, trying to, entertain ourselves, entertain the public. We want to have a good time, and, we're not about, stressing out over this. Like, once it starts to be stressful, like, that's, not what we're about doing. Yeah. We just want to have fun.
We're people that get irritable if we're not messing with music.
Yeah, exactly.
We gotta play music, so we may as well go out and play for people.
We want to play music that we like for people who like music, basically is kind of, where we're at. We really want to, at least me, I want to do a lot more original music. I love playing the covers and stuff like that, but I just want to release, get that music out there, on the streams. I'm not worried about, performing, just my original music or anything like that. I just want to, get it out there, somewhere.
What's the plan for 2025 for you guys?
We have about 5 or 6 that we would like to get on an EP.
Yeah, we want to record.
We were going to record it this last summer, but some things happened that delayed that. So we would really love to get that out this year because, with the covers, it is hard to, license all of those to have them on the
Yeah.
streams. You
Yeah.
just, it's
Not worth it.
for an act of this level, to license that many covers.
Yeah,
It's just,
possible.
it's kind of, and, getting the rights to things, we can get 66% of the rights to play Hotel California, but that other third, so, we can't put out covers of things like that,
Yep.
right now. So, yeah.
And where can people follow along with everything you guys got going on?
We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the streams, but we're usually at Eves Road or Eves.road or, some variation of that.
Or at Harp Charla.
At Harp Charla, you can find that.
I think that's what your Eves Road Facebook is
That
on.
is, my Eves Road Facebook is at Harp Charla. My Instagram is at Eves.road. I think my YouTube is just Eves Road.
Is there a website as well?
I have a link tree out there. I'm working on getting a website
Okay.
up, but if you just Google Eves Road, usually we're the first thing that comes up, or Harpist Charla Murray.
I'll make sure the link tree is put into the description.
Awesome.
That way people can find all of your stuff through that.
And then Jason, of course, under Sitting Out of Asia.
Yes,
check
and
out.
he has a YouTube page, I know, because I'm subscribed. So
Yeah, it's on everything, I believe, except maybe title. But yeah, it's Sick Man of Asia with a K. I just use my name. I feel silly. Because I got to tell everybody everything. Sick Man of Asia, except no C or whatever. Oh my God.
I think one of his biggest streamers is my daughter. She'll be in there, and I'll hear this. And I'm like, what are you
I don't know.
listening
We
to?
might have to compete for biggest streamer.
Biggest streamer,
right now.
yeah. She's like, I'm listening to Sick Man of Asia. It's got sick beats.
I see it. I'll check on there now. Yeah, she's listening to it. Oh, she did something different.
Yeah.
Well, I'm big fans of you guys, and I appreciate y'all taking the effort and time to come see us out here in beautiful Quitman. It's Eves Road, first time on the Boston Chris podcast, episode number 46 in the books.
Thank you for having us. We loved it. Super fun.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Thank you.